I want to talk about the foster carer that nearly killed us both. Nearly killed me. So for those who watch my videos, this was the baby stealing foster carer. Her fake name is Sandra. This was before she stole my baby. This was while I was 7 months pregnant. Before she stole my baby, we were pretty much getting on quite well. She was the best foster carer. Despite stealing my child, she was the best foster carer I ever had, but she nearly killed us. So she used to smoke cigarettes, right? And obviously I'm pregnant. I didn't really care if she smoked outside, but occasionally in the evenings, so I would go to bed. I would be at college all day, so I'd go to bed quite early. I'm 7 months pregnant. Sometimes when I was in bed, I could smell cigarette smoke. She was smoking in the kitchen. Now, there were a few times I would say, can you please smoke outside? But at the same time, I didn't want to push it. This was the first foster carer I'd ever had. I'd already had 5 before her. This was the first foster carer where I actually felt safe. Where I actually felt like this foster carer wasn't using me for money. This foster carer cares about me. So I didn't want to push it too much in case she got rid of me. So sometimes she would smoke in the kitchen and I would smell it while I was in bed. Anyway, there was one day, I can't remember if she was having a good day or a bad day, but she went through like 2 bottles of wine. She wasn't an alcoholic, this carer. Right, this was like a one-off rare thing. I went to bed and about half an hour later, I heard her come upstairs and she got into bed. About 15, 20 minutes after that, maybe a bit less, the burglar alarm went off. So now I'm scared because I'm thinking I didn't hear anyone break in, but it's a burglar alarm. Someone's broken in, right? I sit up in bed and I'm trying to listen for any sounds, but it's really hard to hear anything over this burglar alarm. I'm trying to listen out to see if Sandra is like making any movement to see the burglar. I can't hear anything, so I'm like, what's going on? Like, I need, like, protect me. I'm 17, I'm 7 months pregnant, please protect me from this burglar. Anyway, in one of the drawers in my room there was a pair of scissors, so I've got these scissors out and I'm now debating, should I stay in here with these scissors and wait for the burglar to come in, or should I go out and confront them myself? Now, a wise Slaney would have stayed in her room, but 17-year-old Slaney, who had no fear of anything, was like, I'm gonna confront this mother. Why is there a burglar in the house? And why isn't Sandra doing anything? I've got to protect Sandra. I walk out the room with these scissors. It's dark, right? But I can sort of see some stuff, like street lights are coming in through windows. Burglar alarm is still going off. I'm listening out. I can't hear any sound. I can't hear any sound from downstairs. I can't hear any sound from Sandra's room. What I would later find out was she had drunk so much wine that as soon as she went into bed, she passed out. But I didn't know that at the time. I thought she was scared and staying in her room. As I'm walking down the stairs with these scissors, right, so I'm halfway down the stairs. I'm still trying to listen out for noise. As I'm halfway down the stairs, I can just see this fog. There's this fog in front of me. My mind is going so fast that I don't even stop to sort of process what this fog is. I get to the bottom of the stairs, I turn on the light, and I can see that no one is there. There's no one in the house. The house was pretty, it wasn't like open plan, but you could sort of from the stairs see into sort of every room. All I can see is this fog. So I run to the burglar alarm and turn it off. I'm certain now that no one is in the house. The kitchen is filled with smoke. Like the hallway, the landing where I was standing near the stairs, there was a lot of smoke, but the kitchen was filled with it. As I'm approaching the kitchen, I grab a tea towel. I can just about see it on the side. I grab a tea towel, I cover my face with it, and I find the source of the fire. It's a fire. We had a fire alarm in the house. It was working, but the fire alarm hadn't yet been set off. The smoke had set off the burglar alarm. The source of the fire is a plastic bag. Luckily, it was right by the sink, so I quickly, with my tea towel, shoved the bag into the sink, turned the tap on, and the fire was put out. It hadn't yet spread anywhere else. I then opened the windows. I then wake Sandra up and inform her of everything that she's missed, the events of the last 10 minutes. What had happened, she had smoked a cigarette before going to bed. She'd put the cigarette out in the ashtray and had emptied the ashtray into this plastic bin, but obviously the cigarette hadn't been put out properly. I don't even know what to think. She never smoked in the house again after that. I just don't know why the real fire alarm did. Imagine if the burglar alarm didn't go off when it did. I do believe the real fire alarm would have kicked in, but how long would it have taken? Maybe this burglar alarm had a fire alarm installed in it. I have no idea. But anyway, that's the story of how I nearly died in fire. Not really, but